Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'd really love that. If you're returning, how you doing? What we're going to talk about today is the fact that crime is completely and utterly out of control in this nation. During the first 6 months of this year, retail theft has been up 109% in the city of Los Angeles. In response to this tsunami of theft, retailers are starting to lock up products all over the nation. But if we don't start locking up the criminals, we are literally going to have to lock up everything. Unfortunately, right now, we can't lock up all the criminals because the number of criminals far exceeds the number of empty spots in our prisons and our county jails, and even outnumber our police. Even though we have more people locked up than any other nation on the entire planet, our streets are still absolutely teeming with criminals. This is what an advanced stage of social decay looks like. And it's not pretty. The CEO of Target has insisted that customers are thankful that the retailer is now locking up body wash, toothpaste, deodorant. Still, the retailer CEO claimed that many shoplifters are actually grateful to see all of this behind a glass panel. On the East Coast and on the West Coast, in many of those stores, the items are locked up. A lot of consumers are thankful because when they go into the stores are actually stocked with what they need. And because those stores have invested in team labor, in the aisles, and to make sure that customers are being greeted and employees are there to open up the cases and provide them with the items that they're actually looking for. The reason why customers are so thankful that those products are being locked up is because they would have never been in stock if they weren't locked up. And that's really sad. This is how bad our shoplifting epidemic has become. CVS is locking up toilet paper and paper towels. A CVS store in Washington, D.C., they forced, by rampant serial theft, to pull toilet paper and paper towels from the shelves, replacing them with framed photos of the missing products and a buzzer that you got to push. Customers trying to buy Charmin and Bounty have to buzz a clerk who will eventually retrieve those precious commodity from the back room. In other words, the capital of the most powerful nation in human history has been reduced to third world style security systems to sell toilet paper. Did you ever imagine that theft would become so rampant in America that stores would actually have to lock up toilet paper and paper towels? I mean, sadly, this is what our country is now. This is where we are. Even if every single product in every single store was locked up, criminals would start to target the delivery trucks on Sunday. Thieves in Washington, D.C. area actually carjacked an entire UPS delivery truck. It's not a joke. It's disgusting. This is what we are now. An armed carjacking of a UPS truck in Prince George County was caught on a Ring doorbell camera. The driver was out of the truck because he was delivering packages on Sunday when several suspects surrounded her and took off with her truck in broad daylight. Now, Prince George's County Police said that about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, detectives responded to the 9,000 block of Elk Avenue in the newly developed West Ridge, West Fala neighborhood in Upper Marlboro. I have never in my life seen thieves be as bold as they are right now. I mean, I could say, desperate times, desperate measures, desperate people, this and that, but this is not what that is. This is just plain and simple criminal. In San Francisco, a news crew from the Czech Republic that was there to cover the APEC summit was robbed at gunpoint. A journalist found himself and his cameraman in such a tense situation as he aimed to capture the striking scene. The renowned City Lights bookstore in San Francisco immersed in the dimming twilight. The journalist and his cameraman fell victim to a harrowing robbery orchestrated by 3 masked assailants with pew-pews. The incident occurred at 5 o'clock in the afternoon on Columbus Avenue, resulting in the theft of equipment, valuable footage worth over $18,000. And the perpetrators, they targeted the journalists despite the heightened international attention drawn by the APEC summit, which gathers leaders from 21 economies. The entire world is shocked by crime and depravity that we allow to run in our streets. The unwillingness to hold individuals responsible for illegal behaviors has created an environment in which lawlessness has become commonplace. Numerous employees who have fought back against shoplifters are being fired. And if you think things are bad now, just wait until the economic conditions get really bad. When millions of Americans can't even provide the basics for themselves and their family, like toilet paper, we will witness much worse theft than we are seeing right now. I guarantee it. Resources just keep getting tighter and tighter, and the outlook for the years ahead is extremely alarming. For example, the size of the U.S. beef cow herd has fallen to the lowest level since 1962. And it's being projected that it will continue shrinking for the next coming years. Marfridge Global Foods has warned, and they're Brazil, they warned the U.S. cattle herd will continue to shrink through the midpoint of a decade. Less supplies will pressure meat packagers and keep the prices of steaks and hamburgers at elevated levels. Now, the head of the Marfridge North American operation has explained the availability of fattening animals for meat packers to slaughter and process between, and it's going to get worse between 2025, 2026, something like that. And it was explained this way because ranchers have not yet started keeping cows for breeding. Years of drought, high feed costs have forced ranchers across the Midwest to send the cows to slaughterhouses, leading to a sharp reduction in the nation's overall herd size. In January, the beef cow herd size was the smallest since 1962. We are truly moving into unprecedented times, and I hope you guys are all prepared. I really, truly do. All right, guys, I'm out of here, okay? I will see you in the next one. You stay safe, you stay positive, you keep prepping, and as always, fearless. Ciao.